like that is an interesting.
Yeah, it stops and it gets all country.
Interesting country song. Dark, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Beer 420. We'll be right back.
Well, you're listening to another fine program brought to you by Backhand Studios. Get something to drink, something to smoke, grab a friend, sit down, and don't do a goddamn thing other than plug that thing into your sound device and put it on full blast. Join the chat and the conversation. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the stuff. I sure am telling me what for.
Warning, bitches. Beer 420 contains uncensored adult comedy that may or certainly will offend those who do not think of the same wavelength as us. Side effects may include cottonmouth, dizziness, queasy tummy, ass kickery, loss of job, loss of life and limb, childborn with the head of a bull, panic attacks, PTSD, gallstones, colon cancer, anal leakage, vaginal discharge in women, obvious mental issues, and has been outlawed in 8 states. We'll let you figure out which ones because that isn't our job. Beer 420.
Shit! What the fuck are you doing? Bottom fucking bounty hunter scum!
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Beer 420.
Beer.
You're listening to Beer 420.
Welcome to the Beer 420 show. That's where you go, you wanna know who's rocking in the mo.
Beer
It's freedom
420.
expression against the oppression of fuck you to corporate media and all their transgressions. Salute to local artists who be testing the bounds, unappreciated, unsigned, but putting it down. So grab a beer and a ball, make this high last long. Enjoy comedians, skits, and favorite local artist song. Entertain all religions, all colors, all creeds. Equal rights for everybody who loves to drink and smoke weed. This independent venue is known for showing love, a place the little man has the chance to come up. A slap in the face to Big Brother and his parents' prostitution. God bless America, we love the Constitution. We the voice of the people, I thought you knew. Nabs and hot lips coming to a planet near you.
Beer 420.
Wow, the kids are especially loud today. Thank you guys for tuning in to Beer 420, Church of 420. Right here with Nabs, and I'm here with After Dark. And minus the drummer.
Yeah, he couldn't make it.
Shame on you, drummer! Shame on you! No, I'm just messing with you.
You gotta keep those
Hey, it happens.
You gotta keep those teeth clean. Man.
Yep, you gotta, man. Or you end up like me, toothless. And you know, you think, nah, toothless, I can live through that. Until you start spitting on people in conversations, interviews, and then you just become self-employed. Just saying.
Self-employed's good though.
Self-employed is good. It can be good. Yeah. But you don't have insurance and all that other, you know. And you got, paid vacation. You know, when I worked in corporate America, it didn't matter, dude. I would get my 2-3 weeks, whatever, after my tenure, and you'd be on vacation and shit would start going south, and then I'd just be like, but I'm getting paid for this. Like,
Sit down
it doesn't matter. I lost $25. I just made 60. It don't matter. I'm getting paid while I'm sitting here scratching my balls watching cable channel. Not even going anywhere and saving my money and just pretending to all my coworkers I went somewhere so it looks like I'm spending money that I'm not really spending because I'm playing video games.
The American dream.
Wait, I never did that. But yeah, you know, and it's nice. It's nice. You have that paid vacay, dude. If things go south, you just go, I'm getting paid for this. It's okay. I really don't care. I'm still having a good time.
Stuck at the
I'm
airport.
still making money. I don't care.
Sadly, being a musician doesn't have to.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. When you're a musician and that kind of shit goes down, you're like, man, I'm not getting paid for this. Wait, I'm not even getting paid for this. What the hell is?
We don't even get paid.
What just happened? What just happened here? Yeah, that's why throughout the years of us doing the show and talking to artists, you know, it's like, man, you know, even me, I do illustrations, book illustrations, that kind of stuff, and like, even in the beginning of that, like, I had to keep working a regular job because I didn't have enough money coming in just to pay the bills, you know. So it's like, not until you really, when you start looking at your checks and balances and things are going up on your creative side for sales, and you're like, you know what, they're going up. Yeah, then you're kind of like, yeah, I can just do my art for, you know. But it's weird, you know, each area for their music scene, it's weird because, like, all the blues and R&B musicians and all that I know, they never pay to play. They're always paid $300 to show up, or you get what I'm saying? In the blues and R&B scene, it's a whole different monster. And then over in the hip hop and rap scene, these guys are not only paying to sell their tickets or whatever, but then in a lot of cases they end up in some other side scheme of, oh, you know, in some cases where they're told, hey, you didn't sell enough tickets, you can't even play. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then, you know, and then the same in the rock and, you know, metal scene. Like, there's that kind of thing going on. But then the blues and the R&B, those guys are getting paid just to show up. I'm like, why is it so vastly different between the genres? It makes, you know, outside of the clubs they're going to, those blues musicians are playing at $50 a plate clubs that are dinner clubs or whatever. So they already know they're going to make that money by the end of the night, and they're just entertaining the people that are already there.
Yeah.
But then those other bar scenes are trying to pull crowds in through your ticket sales.
Yeah, trying to get.
Like, they don't even have their own regular crowds anymore. I've noticed that with local bars, and, you know, they don't have a local crowd. When I was in my 20s, which I'm now getting up there to 50, you know, when I was in my 20s, like, the bars that I went to always had a regular crowd. You would go there to see a band, but was wondering what band was coming, but there was always a regular crowd. It was like, those are the people you were shooting pool with, waiting for the band to show up. Yeah. And like nowadays, it's not even like that. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, it's more about
like,
which artist is playing.
Yeah, it was like a hangout. We were in a hangout, and a band was coming to us. It was a whole different. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a whole different way of.
Yeah, it was like reaching your hand into just nothing and being like, what am I gonna pull out this time? And if you pull out something good, you're just like, I'm gonna get it again, hopefully.
Yeah,
you're just gonna keep going.
Yeah, those clubs that I went to in regular, just because of the variety of bands and performers they had show up. It was like, and then there was a local crowd. Like, you always knew Bob at the pool table was always going to be Bob at the fucking pool table. Yeah. And he was always going to buy you a shot if you beat him in a game of pool. You know what I mean? It's like, there was that local, it was more community feeling. Yeah. It's almost like I feel like our laws and restrictions and all that shit went, oh, they're enjoying their community too much. We need to break this up. They need to stop hanging out together. And like somehow backhand manipulated the music scene to pull everybody apart or something. It's just really weird. I'm a huge conspiracy nut, so it all adds up. It really does. So thank you, After Dark, for being here, and I'm now off the rant that I just had to spit out there. I want to thank you guys for being here. That was a great introduction. I hope the sound was good. I haven't heard anything from my... Yeah, okay. Yes, I have, because I'm a prick. Hey, Melinda Johnson, Plum. Says After Dark rocks. Nice.
Thanks.
We already got someone in the chat. Thank you for being here, Melinda, and we appreciate you for stopping by and tuning in. Yeah, I caught these guys kind of like off cue. They didn't even know I was recording when they were doing their testing and
Just jamming a
all
little
that.
bit.
Yeah, they were jamming a little bit.
All
So,
improvised.
the first question on the band list for bands that come. First, introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm the lead singer and the rhythm guitarist, and I'm Sean Manis.
Nice to meet you.
I slap the bass, and I'm Thomas Durham.
My name is Darren Johnson. I play the guitar, and I'm indigenous.
I'm indigenous to these here lands.
I accepted this, and I'm just like, hey, yeah.
He's a Native
And
American.
the drummer is not here.
Yeah, he couldn't make it.
Sweetness Jones.
We call him Sweetness, but his name's Connor.
Connor
Jones.
Yeah, okay. Connor Jones. I was like, dude, that like Terminator.
Yeah.
Connor, Mr. Connor. So now that we got your names out of the way, you guys play a lot of local shows.
We play
I've seen your name around a minute, like a long minute.
Wow.
How long have you been together?
About 8 minutes, or 8
Feels like it.
About 8 long minutes.
8 months, my bad.
8 months?
Yeah. So, we're a pretty new group, but
I've already heard of you in circles, so that's good. That means, your name's getting out
we've been
there.
trying real hard to get our name out there.
So, did you guys, I saw that you're doing Carnival of Ink this year, right?
We are, yeah.
Yeah, were you in it last year?
We were not, no.
You were not. So yeah, that's great, dude. That's great exposure.
Yeah, we're excited. We got a really good
Joe
spot, too.
D. Bridges, that whole event, like last year, was phenomenal. I went. I'm planning on going this year. Joe, don't cut me off my ticket, bro. I'm coming down Sunday. Put my ticket aside. Thank you. Anyway, so, yeah, that's gonna be a great event, dude, to be at and be seen. So, we've got a pro. Listen, guys, go register to vote. Get all your voter crap out of the way. You know that we're voting soon on the presidential candidate, but also in Missouri there's tons of bills coming up, and one of them is MCRPA, total decriminalization of marijuana. Total decriminalization. Well, how do we handle that with laws, Mr. Nabs? Well, I tell you what, there's already smokers' laws in place, so it'd be the same laws we already have for cigarettes. So, if your state's 18 and up, then 18 it is, and there's no taxes or any of that and no restrictions unless you're selling it. You can gift it to your friend until your balls fall off.
Gift it, yeah.
So, if you want to shop or you got a dispensary, whatever, then it's going to be taxed. But as far as personal growth, all that, there is no limitation except for city limitations, whatever they have for growing stuff. And, it goes state by state. So once ours passes, if other states take that on, then it'd be by the smokers' laws of their state. Some states are 22, some are 20, some are, 16.
Oh, well, state 16.
Lower South. Anyway,
Seems alright.
you gotta be able to chew, at 16. Anyway. How are you gonna work those damn farm fields no one wants as a job when you're a teen in the South without some spit and chew tobacco to get you going? Anyway, so After Dark, welcome and thank you for being here and taking time out. These guys, they hooked me up with a press kit. This is, actually out of the gate, that's unprecedented. Generally, it's an after the gate thing. They go, no. We'll go down there and see if this guy's like legit or whatever.
We were all
Hey man, you can come into our show, man. This is like yeah. No. But it's good, man. I'm all about spreading what's going on and new vibes, new sounds. Now you guys got an interesting sound here. What would you kind of put your sound into if you could
genreify it?
Because it's just, just listening to you guys, I'm like, wow, this is...
We have a lot of influences, so yeah, it comes from a lot of different places.
So start spitting those out. Let's hear these influences.
Well, one of my favorite bands of all time is Pink Floyd.
I love Floyd.
I love the song structure, and I've been listening to it nonstop since I was 16 years old, so it plays a huge part in...
Amazing, man. Pink Floyd is hugely, architectural as far as music, and,
so different than anything else out
yeah,
there.
like
I've always been fascinated with
yeah,
them.
crazy, awesome.
Me? Oh, a lot of stuff. I like a lot of 90s rock. Like,
90s.
Yeah, we mix a lot
grunge
of
or like
mix
I,
a lot
rock.
of
I a
grunge.
little bit of both. Lane Casey, I love Alice in Chains and like anything. Nirvana. Nirvana's one of my favorite bands. But
I love
anything
Nirvana,
from,
man.
yeah,
I fell in.
yeah, that 90s
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I liked actually a lot of music in my life. My siblings were actually the ones that got me into music the most and got me influenced in directions of you should listen to this because it's different. You should listen to that because it's different. So I had like a lot of jazz to metal to pop rap to pop punk to all the way just to classical, just in there. My biggest my biggest influence is probably System of a Down, just because of the way how
Wow,
crazy
crazy.
and how free they are about expressing themselves. They don't hold back most times.
Now, what is the transition here between acoustic and electric? I'm assuming you guys do shows you're plugged in and
Yeah,
I mean, does it
experimenting with that.
transition pretty much the same? It's just with the electric sound.
Right now, we've been kind of doing it the same. We've got some ideas in the future that we want to kind of like do a little something different with our acoustic sound, because it opens up a little bit more doors that way.
Right.
So we plan on doing some more with the acoustic later on. Right now, we're pretty focused on electric, but yeah, we got some good ideas for acoustic in the future. So we hope to kind of be able to capture a little different sound for our acoustic shows.
Very cool. Very cool. So you guys have something coming up, Carnival of Ink. Do you have other shows in the lineup?
Right now we just have one after that, and it's like a benefit rock and run that Ram is hosting, and it's
Ram's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I saw them last year at Carnival of Ink actually, and didn't put
they're
two and
awesome.
two
They're
together
really
until
awesome.
way after the interview and everything. I was like, why do these guys look so damn familiar? And then the next day they were in an article by Newsleader.
Oh, right on.
And it talked about them being at Carnival, and I was like, Hot Lips comes in, she's all like, that's why we knew them. They were the ones that was on stage and blah 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 that we were talking about. I'm like, dude, that's crazy because the front man is missing his leg.
Yeah.
And for some reason it was summer and he didn't have pants with him and went on set in a rush or whatever and went up there with his artificial legs showing, and it just blew me away. These guys were like amazing on stage, and I'm like, whoa, that's quite a gimmick, with his like missing legs, and like didn't even put two and two together that it wasn't even a gimmick. He just hadn't had his pants,
What I really like them is they have an amazing stage presence.
Dude, they're high energy. They're like right into their music.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Such a punk edge to their sound.
The cues are great too.
Yeah, and their attitude is just phenomenal, dude. They're not all caught up in all the, garbage.
They were one of our
a lot of young artists get caught up in, honestly, is drama and bullshit that isn't real.
Right.
So they seem pretty down to earth and on tab with what they're doing, which is amazing. So, but not to throw his disability out there. I'm just saying that it blew me away that he was on stage like that, and then didn't even know it was him when they were here. And then all blah 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 days later, I was just like,
it's pretty inspiring.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow, that's crazy, man. And managed to see them live again after that interview we had. They invited me to a show, and I went to that and saw them live again, and I was like, dude, you guys are like 100% from where you were the last time I saw you. It was, I mean, they're maturing well with their music, dude. It's amazing, and that punk sound. So on that tip, I mean, you guys have something unique going too that I'm sure that my regular listeners can pick up on, is that you're kind of meshing a number of different genres together in what you're doing.
Yeah, we kind of are.
Yeah, and you can hear it distinctly. I hear some how would I put it? But that's why I was asking. I didn't know if it was specifically in reference to you doing it acoustically, or if that carries over in the electric version as well.
We're definitely trying to do something different than what's out there.
There's type of this Southern or South American edge in there. So like not quite a folk, but kind of a
like Spanish flair.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, it's not Spanish music, but I can see a Spanish flair in what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, and several other things, but I'm saying that you've meshed several different things together.
I tried to make it sound.
Any of you want to extrapolate on what these sounds are that you're playing with and you're experimenting with, or are you afraid of giving up the formula?
We always experiment. I think we just kind of keep going.
I think one of our big things we like to do is we like to make it almost like a story, almost like an emotional roller coaster. We like really lows and then really high intensity highs and all over the place, and we really like to pick it up and bring it down, and that's kind of our thing, honestly.
Now you guys got some stuff you're gonna play for us outside of your tuning up. We're down to 24 minutes to this episode. I've already rambled enough, and if you guys would like to play something as you're getting ready here.
Okay.
Now, I just want to ask, where did the name come from? After Dark. I mean, now, I'm going to give you my thing. After dark, everything happens after dark.
Yeah.
The stuff that may not be said. This is only said here. That was my thought initially. Yeah. Is that what it is about, or what?
It's actually based off a song I wrote a long time ago. When I was writing this song, I was going through a lot of shit at the time, and I was actually up at 2 a.m. just couldn't sleep writing it, and I was thinking, we all have our dark days, we all have our shit that we go through, but I was like, fuck it. It doesn't matter what we've gone through. We've all gone through this shit. It's what we're going through now and what we're working towards. And I came up with this saying in the song, it's shine after dark, that no matter what I'm going to do, no matter what happens, I'm going to shine after dark. That's kind of been a saying I've told myself. So when we started this band, I explained it to the guys, and they liked it. So we rolled with it. We went with it.
I love it. That's a great philosophy, man. I talked with a brain surgeon once as a technician fixing her computer, and I was wiping it and whatever and explained what that was. And she's like, we can wipe brains now. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, and I've mentioned this before on shows, and she's like, would you wipe your brain, to clean, if you, would you do that? And I'm like, yeah, maybe I would wipe some stuff. And she's like, that's not the right answer. She's like, actually your experience is good or bad, or what has made you into who you are, your character, your compassion, your empathy, your experience is what makes you who you are. You don't want to wipe their brain.
I mean, you can let it bring you down and destroy you, or you can learn from them and become a better
grow
person.
And become stronger,
Become the
Colossus
person you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like our philosophy behind our name is,
Pretty intense, man. Not what I thought at all. So there we go. Not at all what I thought. Babs was wrong. So, what are you guys going to play here first? Down to 21 minutes.
We're going to play a song called Alive. And, it's basically just a song about you're going through shit, don't give up hope, keep fighting. It's a fight song. You good for it?
We're good.
How could you not see the signs of what I felt deep inside? We gathered in millions. It happens all the time, and lost to never find. I don't think I can take this anymore. confused. I paid my heart in dues, but it all seemed lost. I felt like giving up. I said no, I will not give up now. I will not play face down. I will keep fighting, never to back down. I said no, things may be hard now. You may have been let down. Things will get better. Just gotta keep your faith alive. Addiction consumed life. Illusions of good times that make us believe it makes things better, but nothing helped me. I buried it inside. Confessions I still hide, but the truth still burns, eating its way inside. I said no, I will not give up now. I will not lay face down. I will keep fighting, never to back down. I said no, things may be hard now. I may have been let down. Things will get better. Just gotta keep your faith alive. Cause how could you not see the signs of what I felt deep inside? We gathered in the millions. I said no, I will not give up now. I will not lay face down. I will keep fighting, never to back down. I said no, things may be hard now. I may have been let down. Things will get better. Gotta keep your faith alive. Gotta keep your faith alive. Gotta keep your faith alive. Alive. Gotta keep your faith alive. Gotta keep your faith alive. Gotta keep your faith alive. Alive.
You're listening to the #1 supporter of indie music bands and art, via 420 by Backhand Studios.
Welcome to the oligarchy, where they teach you not to lie so you don't see when they are, which is the backbone of everything we have come to know as reality.
You're listening to Beer 420.
Wake the fuck up!
Yeah, that was amazing, dude. Wow, guys, that was pretty intense.
Thank you.
That was pretty intense. That was pretty intense.
I get an adrenaline
You're
rush.
like, I
every
got
time
an
play.
adrenaline buzz just sitting here.
Right? Just want to get up and start dancing.
Like, wow. That's some energy. So yeah, so you guys have been together 8 months. How did you come together? How did you find each other?
Well, actually,
Pizza.
yeah,
Pizza.
pizza.
Yes.
It was pizza.
Yeah.
And
We
the
actually-
Ninja Turtles.
All three of us worked at the same Pizza Hut together.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
I love
No
Pizza
shit.
Hut, dude.
You love Pizza Hut.
I love pizza. I wouldn't if I worked there, probably.
You probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
It has
But
about
job's a job's a job.
pay something.
But Pizza Hut's actually not bad in the, list of
The list of
bad
shitty jobs.
companies / bad
Yeah.
jobs. They actually treat their employees halfway decent.
No, I've been there for 2 years. It's not bad.
It's not the worst.
Yeah, I've enjoyed my time there. Good crowd, good people.
I have no problem plugging Pizza Hut. I eat there occasionally. Yeah, man, that's crazy. So you guys just had conversations while you were working and thinking of stuff and songs and creative ideas and like just sort of kind of.
It was kind of like,
Well,
hey, let's
yeah.
just jam out once.
Me and
Yeah,
him.
let's
Well, me
try
and him
this
started
out.
hanging out first. Me and the bass player, and I noticed he played bass, and we just started jamming together. And then as soon as he got hired, everyone was telling me, "Oh, Darren's in a band." you probably like him. So then
probably like this guy. He's in a band, you know.
Exactly.
I actually tried out for his old band and they didn't like me. So
It was
he's all like, it wasn't me, bro.
yeah, he was the guitarist and I was the singer at the time for our old band.
Oh no shit.
And I really wanted him in the band, but we couldn't get our bassist and our drummer to understand what real fucking music was.
Right.
They think that poppy sounds and constant breakdowns and all this shit is just music instead of just looking at, you know, the lyrics and
right,
you know,
they're
how
trying to
something is real.
emulate
Yeah.
instead of like create.
So like I try to make like
You know,
the
there-
Teenage Blues and they're making metal.
You know, there's great cover bands out there, but then there's great bands that have cover songs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a whole different way of looking at music, you know. There's a lot of good cover bands out there, but then there's good cover bands that are actually bands that have their own songs.
Yeah.
You know, they don't just follow the cookie cutter. Yeah. Blah, 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 this is what they want. This is what's on YouTube. Because that's not what's going to get you the attention, dude. Is that, like with music, art in general, if you're pumping out the same art as other people, it's really fly by night.
Yeah, art
like,
isn't planned. It just happens.
You know, fans aren't going to eat that up. It's going to get eaten up, and then that whole scene's going to die and deflate, and you're in all your dreams going with it. You got to get out of that cookie cutter mold, you know, and like create, and then it opens a whole, you know, you can have your covers, you can have, you know, but when you're creating and you're getting away from the cookie cutter, this is what everyone wants. Yeah. That's when real shit starts to happen.
Well, when we write music, you know, we don't write it to, you know, what would sound good to people or what people are wanting. We just write about what we're feeling and what's real with us and
what we like to play.
Yeah,
I'll have to say
just
that
normal people.
That last song we heard was amazing.
I really dug it and I hate everything.
Yeah. Oh, Riss Bromtiden is here, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go and check out not only Riss Bromtiden's new YouTube page, but also Backhand Studios and the other pages with all the splash of the new video we just released, which was 3 days in the making, but well worth it. Go check it out. Like it, love it, share it. And also find After Dark. You guys are on Facebook. You got a Facebook account.
Yeah.
You guys can search them up, After Dark, and it's in the subtag music, so you can put After Dark music Springfield, and it'll pop up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But there's some other After Dark things going on. There's like our After Dark, but then their terminology of After Dark is different than what you guys just gave me, so it's kind of weird. Like, there's a bunch of little After Dark movement. Are you guys all in a cult together? I'm just asking, man.
A lot of people have linked our name to porn, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
they're like
After
that.
Dark.
I think that can happen with anything.
The
on
After
the
Dark
Oh,
special, man.
So you gotta come out. You gotta come out with a Red Light album.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, that would be great. Like, dude, I'll even put a red light and have my house as the like inconspicuous urban house with a red light. I'll just screw a red light in there. We snap the photo, and it could be that inconspicuous red light house. We're in the herbs.
You know, it's
the cover is a red light district, and it's just an urban house with a red light on.
Yeah, I mean, people are always asking me, like, is it like Cinemax After Dark, like that? I'm like, no.
You know, initially, about 8 months ago, when I first started hearing about you guys, did you guys do something with Murr?
I don't think so.
Late Night with Murr, those guys. You didn't do music at one of his. Somewhere in there, I saw After Dark posts, and I saw posts by Murr, the local comedian who runs the whole comedy circuit or whatever. And somewhere in there, I somehow meshed you guys with like an affiliation with all the Murr movement, which I'm not against Murr or any of. You know, Murr is great. You know, that's like indie comedy shit in Springfield. You know, so I had already put in my head, because likely I saw an event or something you guys were doing that was next to a Murr event or something, and I went, oh really? After Dark's doing music with Murr? And like, I'm always like kind of watching Murr. I haven't been to any of his events, but I'm like, dude, this guy is like a comedic fool. I've listened to a bunch of his YouTube posts and all that, and I was like, he's pulling music into this shit. And I thought you guys were the music clinch pin of his move to changing his comedy thing. But no, that's not even real. That's all in my head. It's in La La Land. It did not happen. We're down to 9 minutes. Do you have time to do a second show?
Okay, we can do indifference.
A whole second show. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It'd be intense.
45 minutes.
It might take
Sure.
45 minutes.
Sure.
I'm saying we're down to 9 minutes to this show.
Yeah. We can
Do
fit
another
this
one?
song in.
And we just
Okay.
we'll re-air a second show.
I'm down.
You guys will be a back-to-back show.
Oh yeah.
I'm down if you guys are.
And I mean, if you guys are up for hanging out and
Yeah.
playing another track, playing another song, or just bullshitting, whatever. I'm saying I like what you guys are doing, and I'd like to chat with you a little more if you got the time.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm
You're
down.
more than invited to hang for a back-to-back episode of Beer 420, and maybe the next one's a little more relaxed and we just bullshit a little more. 8 minutes, 46 seconds to this episode of Beer 420. I want to do a big shout out to those in the chat. I want to thank Whitney Painter for being in here, and she commented earlier on you guys' comment about After Dark in the description. She goes, "Don't give up hope." I love that. You know, that's the thing. You know, a lot of Christians and the Christian movement, also all the spiritual movements, they think, okay, you gotta have religion, you gotta have to be nice to other people. Okay, if you need religion and all that to be nice to other people, then so be it. Don't cram it down other people's throats and live by your works, not by what's coming out of your mouth.
Practice what you preach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what religion you have, as long as you believe in a higher power, whether that's you that keeps you moving forward, or a God, or a pantheon of gods, whatever it is, to keep you in line
So long as you're
of your
focused on
mortality
doing
and
the
your
right thing.
humanity to other humans, then more power to you. But as soon as you point and ostracize and single out and anything, the lowliest of fucking insects, then you are now a hypocrisy to the spiritualism in which you seek. And that comes from Metaphist. Look me up on Facebook, and you'll get more atoms like that. But I want to thank you guys again for being here. We're going to do another show. So all the listeners, stay tuned. We'll have another Beer 420 right after this. And after you guys get done playing, I would like to fade out with Jera Engel, who is now on tour around the country and blessed us with an interview. And I'd like you guys to listen to her too.
Okay.
Because amazing gal, dude. Like, blew me the fuck away. And you guys, well, you'll hear it. You'll hear it. You'll be like, whoa. But again, I want to thank you guys for being here. And guests, stay right here. We got 6 minutes, 47 seconds. You guys can pile it up. If we don't get to the track, we'll do it in the next show.
Okay.
You guys play. You
Yeah,
play.
play now.
You play now. With big sound. Song title?
It's called Indifference.
Indifference.
They will continue to be cruel, all just human after all. I'm not understanding why lock up feelings deep inside. It's ignorance, the confidence when words collide. It's impossible to confide. How I feel, how I feel, how I feel, how I feel. Feel how I feel, how I feel, how I feel. Feel how I feel, how I feel, how I feel, how I feel, how I feel. How I feel! Whoa, whoa. Once in a while I feel like you kind of cute, but they'll bleed you after all. Let's just for violence, feeling suicide, but no one sees it quite that way. And then slip and take a trip deep into your soul. The shout death to indifference. Don't let sound stop smelling, misses everyone else. Stop this hypocrisy! Gangs unite to laugh and cheer. A man is drowning in his fear. I can smell the blood in the air tonight. It comes us to science. Let's fight the fight, stand up for right, shout for what you believe. Out of the grave, don't lock it up, don't be a slave. Then before the congregations, and tell them, oh, feel, hey, feel, hey, feel, hey, feel. Feel, hey, feel, hey, feel, hey, feel. Feel, hey, feel, hey, feel, hey, feel, hey, feel, hey, feel. How you feel? Whoa, whoa. So once a while, a few lines get turned to you, but they'll lead you after all. Let's resolve for while the feelings inside, but no one sees it quite that way. And then slip into a trip deep into your soul to shout death to indifference. Don't let sound stop smell the mix with everyone else. So this hypocrisy.
Hi, I'm Hot Lips. You're listening to Beer 420, brought to you by Backhand Studios. Find us online at backhandstudios.org. Our shows are sponsored by our friends and fans of indie music worldwide. Turn your ears up.
Warning, bitches, Beer 420 contains uncensored adult comedy that may or certainly will offend those who do not think of the same wavelength as us. Side effects may include cottonmouth, dizziness, queasy tummy, ass kickery, loss of job, loss of life and limb, childborn with the head of a bull, panic attacks, PTSD, gallstones, colon cancer, anal leakage, vaginal discharge in women, obvious mental issues, and has been out 11 8 states. We'll let you figure out which ones because that isn't our job. Beer 420. Check, check, check. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Check, 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 check.
You said you were just friends, and I believed you. I let it go on, not knowing the truth. It was later that I found out she wasn't the only one. There were many before me. I didn't have your heart, she did. It was never really yours to give. You stole it, you cheated, and now you are leaving. Goodbye. You came back around again, trying to pretend we were best friends, but I couldn't let you in 'cause you didn't have my heart, he did. It was never really mine to give. I stole it, I cheated, and now I am leaving. Goodbye. What you didn't know, what you didn't know is when you were with her, I was with him. I was with him. We didn't have each other's hearts, they did. They were never really ours to give. We stole them, we cheated, and now we are leaving. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay, so here were my options. A, quickly duck sideways, dodge the claw, then take him out with a spinning back kick. Or B, take the claw in the face, then roll on the ground and die. Should have gone with A.
All right, guys, and again, tune in here, new Beer 420.